So we're in the pintail hole this morning. It's actually the lowest point in White County, so I feel like the ducks are really imprinted here.
But nobody was worried. I mean, you're at the pintail hole at Fowler's Point, you know it's going to be good. So whenever we make our Arkansas trip every year, we try on our way back home to make it back to Fowler's Point. And 2 years ago, we stopped there. Last year we weren't able to go, unfortunately. But 2 years we were there, and it's definitely one of the most special places in the state of Arkansas. It's just one of those natural kill holes.
Shoot them.
I'm a big golf guy, and if anybody knows David Toms, he's a lot bigger of a golf guy. He's actually good at golf, and he's got one heck of a career in the golf world. So it's always fun to hunt with him, even though golf season's over. You know, we've got ducks on the mind. It's always good to get there and visit with those guys. So we make our way up to Fowler's Point, and of course, you know, the report's good. Guys went out there that morning, killed out by 8:30. So, you know, there's nothing to worry about. We're at Fowler's Point. We're excited.
Kill him!
Gonna lock it up for the night. Fixing to put the bacon on it.
I'm in for that. Love it. Thank you.
This is crap. You need to throw the crap away.
We had an awesome hunt in a little hole called the Wallet, and I remember it was me and Drake, and we got there and we were like, how in the world are ducks gonna finish in this hole? I mean, this thing, the reason they call it the Wallet is because that's how big it is. That's literally how big you think that hole is. So when we've hunted there in the past, David and Carter are always in a little bit of a disagreement on where to go. David's always wanting to get in the mess of the ducks. I don't blame him a bit, and Carter's wanting to go to the pintail hole. I've heard a lot about this pintail hole. It's their #1 spot. If you're gonna go to any place on that farm to kill a limit of ducks, that's gonna be the spot to go. And it's got a lot to do with elevation. It's the lowest point of White County. So we've talked about elevation and ducks and how they just imprint on certain areas. You know, when those ducks are flying over those woods, they know the low spots of those woods. That's just imprinted in their brains. And you know, just those low sinkholes that ducks have been going to for years, they remember that, and that's part of why this hole is so special. So we heard a lot about it. We were excited to get in the pintail hole for once, and even though I was going to miss the Wallet, the pintail hole, we were ready to see what the hype was all about.
All right, make like a baby and head out.
What vehicle be taking there? You lose it. Sure enough.
What's the first order of business? Figuring out how we're going to set up.
Where's Carter?
I'm back here.
But dark sky was wrong. Weather Channel was right. It's out of the north right now. It's supposed to be out of the southeast, which is
Right on top. So we got sunshine, which that's a good thing, but we have absolutely zero wind. And you know, it's a little slower that morning. We had a few groups of teal buzz us, come in the hole, had several groups of mallards look at us, but you know, wouldn't come close to committing. There wasn't a breath of wind. And they had just started getting water on this place, so the ducks had just started using the willows. And that's what's interesting about Fowler's Point is when you're hunting that place, ducks aren't getting blown out of there when you're driving there first thing in the morning. They're going there to sit for the day. That's what makes that place so dang special is these ducks are getting up off the local refuge or wherever it's at, and you know, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, they're coming to raft up in these willows. And with that being on our mind, if we just sat there long enough, it was gonna happen. And you know, Carter and David and the guys that usually hunt there, they had no worries in the world.
They did a little better.
Yeah, no.
Right on top.
Well, it's got a yellow, like a green head bill.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying I thought it could be a hermaphrodite, but it might be like a hen mottle duck. See how the head's dark and the back's real dark? So this is we're in the pintail hole this morning. It's actually the lowest point in White County. So I feel like the ducks are really imprinted here. It's been a great hole for us, and it's probably been our most productive hole over time. Call it the pintail actually. We don't shoot very many pintails out here, but call it the pintail hole because we had a big group of mallards come in, and there was a banded pintail, I believe. They named it a long time ago. So it's been a great spot. You know, we've shot them in here a couple times already this year.
Two hands, let them be.
The morning was just gradually getting better, and each 10, 20 minutes that went by, there's more ducks in the sky. The cycle would start again. Thousands of ducks would start circling the treetops, and we'd get another 5-pack to bust in there, and that's just kind of how the hunt was.
Yeah.
And it was just incredible to watch when those ducks started getting off the roost and piling in there. Just the sounds they were making were just incredible.
Kill him! Kill him!
Yeah!
Right. There it goes. There it goes.
What was that one that got out of the hole after we shot? Was he shot or would he just land on the water?
This is how I think they're gonna do it. Come in here and spin like that. Look at these.
And we're competing with thousands of ducks already rafted up, you know, to a little bit to the north of us or a little bit to the south of us. I mean, you could hear them. That's how close they were. And when you're having to compete with live ducks, it gets tough. And you're just kind of sitting in the hole trying to scratch out 2 or 3 more, you know, to get our limit. And you realize it's not even worth it because we're just sitting there pestering the ducks that are trying to use these willows. Well, we just finished up at Fowler's Point.
Right now.
Started out pretty slow, but once the sun got on the decoys, the ducks started flying a little better, and we just finished up. They're starting to raft up to the north of us, so we're gonna head out. The pintail hole certainly lived up to its hype, and we're blessed to just step foot on another awesome farm. This was definitely a special one, and we can't wait to do it again.